Today I'm reviewing the DotMod Petri RTA. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Full Steam Ahead with me, Darth Naga. I got sent by the lovely guys over at DotMod, dotmod.net. I'll put their website across the top there. I got sent the Petri RTA. And this is a lovely 24 karat gold plated tank. At first I thought it might be a bit of a gimmick, but, you know, the whole 24 karat gold plating, but it does seem to make a difference. And I'll tell you that a little bit more in the close-up. So, for the time being, let's go to the down view now. Okay, here we are up close and personal with the DotMod Petri RTA. And I've got my dot box as well, ready to fire it on once we're done. So, inside the box, well, on the outside of the box, standard sort of gold there. Then you've got the information on the back that it's the Petri RTA, designed by DotMod in California and made in China, along with a little bit of safety information about RTAs as well. So inside the box, what do you get? Well, you get a little vial, a little tiny bottle type thing, the usual sort of DotMod bottle with the DotMod logo on it, as you can see there. And inside you get, if I show you up close, inside you get a 510 pin, a bunch of grub screws, and you also get a couple of coils, a couple of nice, what look like fused Claptons, and they're in there already. So you also get a little Allen key for doing the, for tightening up the coils. You get a little bit of spare glass, spare O-rings, and you also get, and it's really cool, you obviously have a drip tip already installed, but you get a spare drip tip as well. And you also of course get the tank itself, and in the bottom, as with all DotMod products, you've got your little certificate of authenticity in there. Okay, so let's have a close-up look at the tank and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Okay, here we are, up close and personal with the Petri tank. Let's start at the top here. So you've got your drip tip, made of polycarbonate or PMMA, one of the two. Not sure because it doesn't tell you. Then you've got the top cap, which just unscrews like so. It's got a little rubber seal in it to prevent juice coming out, and you've got all your little kidney ports in the top of it there. Now you separate the two here, and basically there's your deck, and this is this glass. Let me just show you. The glass is replaceable, so that's what you've got the spare glass for. This is all one piece, so you don't take it apart or anything like that for cleaning. The chimney and the top cap is all part of one piece. Up close on the deck itself, as you can see, I was going to show you how to coil it, but to be honest, it's straightforward. If you look on the side there, you've got two little grub screws. There's two little holes in the deck, either side. There's two holes on each side for the coils. You drop the coil into the holes and you secure it using the grub screws underneath there. So you just drop the coil in, cut the legs to the right length, drop the coil in, tighten it down with the screws, and then you position it over these air holes at the sides, just as I've done on here. Now, one thing you will notice with this, is the deck is actually floating. Alright, now what that does is that prevents the alignment of the cotton, prevents the misalignment of the cotton with the holes. So, if you look inside the chimney, you'll be able to see where the holes are. You see these little divots on the sides? Now those divots match up to the sides of the air holes here. So if I put it, let me show you, if I put it into place like so and screw it down, the cotton stays in the same place no matter what. Of course, with a floating deck, the 510 does tend to get a little bit loose at times, so you just have to tighten it up and away you go, because the 510 will move as you unscrew the deck. So just remember to tighten up your 510 when you take this off to work on it. Now, even though it's top fill, a lot of top fill tanks I've noticed don't have the ability to take off the top and work on the deck when you want to, when you think your coils need sorting or whatever. So if you take this off here, and if you look at this, I mean obviously it's black, I've been using this quite a bit, so there's a lot of caramelised sugar on the cotton. The cotton, it's weird, it's a weird way of doing it, but once you've done it a couple of times it's easy to sort out. You just literally run the cotton through the coil there and tuck it down into the little well. There's a little well either side that you pop the cotton into, and that just keeps it in place when you screw it together. I'm not going to show you how to coil it because I've had a lot of people complain about the length of my videos. Back when I used to show people how to coil things, a lot of people complained about the length of the videos, so I'm not going to be doing that. The other thing of course is the airflow control ring slides off and on, and that actually slides on a certain way so that when you open the airflow, it stops closed and open. It doesn't just spin around freely like a lot of other tanks. So yeah, that's it really. Straightforward, nice design, gold plated all over the place, which is said to improve conductivity, and to a certain extent I would agree. It's relatively easy to put a coil in it, and then you just have to bend it over the air holes, and Bob's your mother's brother, it's done. So I tell you what, let me fill this up and whack this on my dot box, and we'll go up and give it a vape, and I'll tell you what I think. Alrighty, let's go to the up view now. Okay, here we are in the up view with the DotMod Petri tank. Now I understand these are in short supply in the UK, and they're also on back order on DotMod's site, which is dotmod.net. They're on back order at the moment because they've been so bloody popular. So for a tank that I think in the UK they're about 60-70 quid, probably because of all the 24 karat gold plating. And I honestly didn't think the 24 karat gold plating would make a difference, but it does seem to, and you don't get any of that sort of metallic taste that you get sometimes with stainless steel tanks after you've been using them for a while. I don't get any of that with this. I honestly thought it was a gimmick. When I first saw it I was like, oh my god, like 24 karat gold, that's just over the top opulence. But it turns out to give some really amazing flavour. I've got some Beard Vape 32 in this, and yeah. The airflow isn't as wide open as it could be. It's a little bit restricted, but to be honest, that slightly restricted airflow combined with the small chamber and the massive wick slots, this thing kicks out some serious flavour. It's just, honestly, it's incredible. You can see the clouds I'm puffing out. They're still pretty good, you know. They're not like fucking Cleto 120 sort of clouds, but the flavour is comparable to the Cleto 120. The included coils that come with it, I believe, are either stainless steel or Ni80, because you wouldn't get Canthol that would sort of go down this low. The included coils come out at about 0.14. And they're nice, sort of flat. They might be, not Fuse Claptons, Alien. They might be. I think they look like flat Alien. So like a bit of wire through the middle, standard bit of ribbon wire through the middle, and then coil wrap around the outside. But it's not the wavy Alien type. It's just flat. So, but they're performing really, really well, and I've had these in here for about a week and a half now. Yeah, really, really nice flavour. I love the open drip tip. The only downside is, of course, you can't put a standard 510 in it. But I don't know who uses standard 510s with sub-ohm tanks these days anyway, because the standard 510 just doesn't give you enough airflow that you want, enough of a big enough chamber. But if you look down the thing there, you can see right down to the deck. So it's a nice open chimney. And it kicks out some really good clouds, really good flavour, and the adjustable airflow, obviously, if you adjust it to be, if you adjust the airflow, like I'm just doing now, hold on. So yeah, I've adjusted the airflow down a bit. And obviously you sacrifice the airflow in favour of more flavour. So smaller clouds but a lot more flavour due to the restricted airflow. The only downside with this is that I've noticed, because I really haven't found a downside, it's nice and easy. I didn't think it'd be that easy to put the coils in, but it really is. And the fact you can actually, if you turn the deck upside down like that, you can see that you can actually remove the deck to work on it while still keeping all the juice in your tank. The only downside is that because the airflow ring pops off like that and isn't like held in with a bottom plate, and then, you know, because the airflow is removable that easily, the problem is when it's actually tight down on your mod like that, you can't actually adjust the airflow. You have to take it off, or at least lift it right up, unscrew it a few turns before you can adjust the airflow. That is literally the only downside with this mod, with this tank, because so far everything else, flavour, it hits hard as well, which is nice. I don't know whether the gold plated contacts help with that. And of course the floating 510, the floating deck means you have to tighten up your 510 pin once you've installed the deck. It's just a little thing to remember when you're actually building on it. But yeah, relatively straightforward to build. Job's a good one, really. Very impressed with it, and I can't say much more than that. Is it worth £60? £70? If they took away the gold plating or dropped it down a bit, because apparently it's 4 times 24 karat gold, so I'm guessing that means they've plated it with gold like 4 times. And I can't see anywhere where any stainless steel shows up, and I'm not about to sit and scratch through the gold plating to get to it. Will they release a stainless steel version? I don't know. If they did, and therefore drop the price by say 20 quid down to sort of 40 quid tank, 45 quid tank, I think people would be willing to buy it. But as I understand, people are willing to buy it currently anyway, because otherwise they wouldn't be out of stock. So yes, it's a very nice tank. I'm not sure I could afford, if I hadn't been sent one for review, I'm not sure I could afford to buy it. But if I had 60 quid, just, you know, and I wanted to buy myself something nice, and I've already got all the mods I need and things like that, then I might be tempted. But I think at 60, 70 quid with all the gold plating, it's a little bit out of my price range. But yeah, other than that, other than the price range issue, it's a really nice bit of kit, and you can buy it from DotMod.net. I'll put that across the top there. Thanks very much to Jared from DotMod for sending me this and the other bits. We've got one more DotMod review to come, and that's for the new Petri, I think it's the Petri V3 stainless steel version, which is a really nice RDA, but you'll see that in the next video that I do for these guys. And yeah, so far so good. Really impressed with both the box and the tank, and thanks again Jared at DotMod. Lovely. Right, that's it for this episode of Full Steam Ahead. If you want to see me review some more stuff, then please like, share and subscribe using the button below, and hopefully I'll get more stuff in from all these different hardware manufacturers and juice manufacturers for you guys to see. Alright, that's it guys. Until the next time, until the next episode of Full Steam Ahead, there's only one thing left to say, and that's toot toot motherfuckers, toot toot.